The Middle Ages span the period from approximately the 5th century AD to the 15th century inclusive. It is divided into three main stages: the Early Middle Ages 5th–10th centuries, the High Middle Ages 11th–13th centuries, and the Late Middle Ages 14th–15th centuries. Let's take a closer look at each stage. Early Middle Ages 5th–10th centuries. The Early Middle Ages begins with the fall of the Western Roman Empire in 476 and is characterized by the decline of urban culture, the destruction of old trade routes, and a gradual transition to a feudal system. The main events and trends of this period include the Great Migration. In the 4th–5th centuries, barbarian tribes Germans, Goths, Vandals, Slavs, etc. began a massive movement to the west, which led to the fall of Rome and the formation of new states. Formation of Christianity. The Christian faith becomes the dominant religion in Europe, which helps to create a unified cultural foundation. Monasteries become centers of education and knowledge preservation. Feudal system. A hierarchy of power gradually forms, based on vassalage and land ownership. The king, large landowners, barons, and small knights form a complex system of mutual obligations. Carolingian Renaissance. During the reign of Charlemagne, 8th century, there is a short-term cultural upsurge known as the Carolingian Renaissance. High Middle Ages 11th–13th centuries. This period is characterized by the growth of cities, the development of trade, and the strengthening of royal power. Key events and processes. Crusades, a series of military expeditions of the Catholic Church against the Muslim states of the Middle East, which began in the late 11th century. These campaigns had a significant impact on the economy, politics, and culture of Europe. Urban growth and development of crafts. Cities begin to play an important role in the economy, guilds and corporations appear, banking develops. Universities. The first universities Bologna, Paris, Oxford emerge, which contributes to the development of science and philosophy. Archimedean art and Gothic architecture. Outstanding works of art and architecture appear, such as the Notre Dame de Paris and Cologne Cathedral. Late Middle Ages 14th–15th centuries. The Late Middle Ages are associated with crises and changes that pave the way for the transition to the New Age. Key features and events. Black Death. The plague epidemic in the mid-14th century destroyed about a third of the population of Europe, which caused social upheaval and changes in society. 100 Years' War. The conflict between England and France from 1337 to 1453 led to significant changes in military affairs and international politics. Reformation. The beginning of the Reformation in the 16th century marked the end of the medieval unity of the Catholic world and the beginning of the era of religious wars. Development of printing. Johann Gutenberg's invention of the printing press in the mid-15th century revolutionized the dissemination of knowledge and helped usher in the modern era. The Middle Ages were thus a period of significant changes and transformations that laid the foundation for the subsequent development of European civilization.